Okay, minasan. Today we're gonna do a little bit of speculation on the plot of Kamen Rider Black Sun. But before that, let us refresh ourselves with the trailer of Black Suns once again. Let's go. I love it. So good. So cinematic. Doom. Battle Hopper. Nobuhiko. I do not know what is the bike name for Shadow Moon, okay? Yeah, looks good. Damn. Oh, damn. Yura-san! Henshin! Let's go. I love this song, man. This song is amazing. Looks so good. This is insane. Wow. Into the That is the trailer of Kamen Rider Black Sun, and we will be speculating the plot based on what we see from the trailer thus far. One thing we know for sure is that there is gonna be a 50-year time gap based on the trailer itself. And if you do a little bit of calculation, the present day, assume it is gonna be 2022, then 50 years ago, it is gonna be 1972. Okay, so when I talk about the past, I'm talking about 1972, and when I'm talking about the present, I'm talking about 2022. Okay, so let's speculate the plot. What I would assume is that 50 years ago, the government actually officially announced that, hey, we are gonna coexist with Kaijin, so we should give them equal rights as human. We should treat them as equal. We should not harass them, and hopefully the Kaijin will not kill us in the process. So that is what the 50-year mark actually started. 50 years ago, the peace started, but it didn't last over forever. Okay, it only lasted for half a century, and that is when the problem actually begins. Like, you know, like the Kaijin actually starts to attack people, or maybe it is the other way around, where people are actually harassing Kaijin and causes them to become Kaijin and defend themselves, but in the process losing control over their Kaijin and causes the Kaijin to kill human, and that is what causes the harmony, the peace to slowly break apart from one another. So this is really, really interesting, because I would assume that in 1972, in order for the government to accept the existence of Kaijin and allow the cohabitation of Kaijin and human, both Kotaro and Nobuhiko, which is Black Sun and Shadow Moon, have a part to play in this aspect, because in the trailer we actually see them holding a flag of the infinity symbol, and we get to see a bunch of people lining up together. And in that shot itself, I would assume one of them is Kotaro, one of them is Nobuhiko from the past, from 1972. Okay, so what happened after that? Okay, like both of them supported the idea. They are part of a rebellion group, a riot group, whatever you want to call them, but they are a part of the group that believe that human and Kaijin should coexist. And once they actually got what they wanted, all of them actually go their separate way, do their own stuff, and they are not being seen ever since that. Okay, but something changed within that 50-year time gap, and we actually get to see Nobuhiko being tortured, being locked up by someone, I would assume the government. And that is why when Nobuhiko actually escaped from the government itself, he actually say that he wants to take revenge. He wants to fight back against the human because of what the human actually did to him. He was never like a threat to humanity until humanity launch an attack on him. And once he escaped, I would assume that he is gonna meet up with a few Kaijin that was being harassed by human, and he actually felt this extreme anger inside of him that he really wants to see the human being destroyed. No, coexistence is no longer an option. Like, I would assume Nobuhiko would want to go to war with the human so that the human would understand not to mess with the Kaijin, not to underestimate the Kaijin, and the Kaijin is actually the superior race here, not the human. However, our boy Kotaro BLACKSUN has a totally different opinion. He believes the best way for the Kaijin survival is to show how can a Kaiji coexist with a human being together. He chooses the path of peace, but Shadow Moon chooses war. It would be their conflict in this series itself, and I felt like both of them want the same thing. Both of them want the best thing for Kaijin, but to approach what they want, they have chosen a different path. And if you think that this sounds very familiar, you are goddamn right, because this is literally the plot of X-Men. And I felt like the Kamen Rider BLACKSUN plot is gonna be a mirror image of the X-Men plot from Charles Xavier and Magneto. Both of them, two different ideals clashing with one another, both wanting the best for the similar thing, but the way they go about to do things are so different. So that is all from me. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like what you see and you learn anything new, let me know in the comment section below. And I just want to emphasize once again, this is a speculation video, so take everything I said with a major grain of salt. Goodbye.